Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So today what we're talking about is how Black women play with Black men's lives. They play with people. Y'all play too much. What am I talking about? I am talking about the Chris Brown saga that's unfolding right now. So I'm actually going to read an article about it. But in short, what's going on is a nameless accuser, they're referring to her as Jane Doe, alleges that Chris Brown R-worded her in December of 2020 on a yacht in Miami, where he allegedly spiked her drink. She was woozy. He then took advantage of her allegedly, and then afterwards told her that she needed to take a Plan B pill so that she obviously wouldn't come up pregnant, and that transpired in December of 2020. Now, in January of this year is when she actually filed a lawsuit for $20 million in damages with this accusation that she leveled against him. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to go ahead and share the screen, and I'm going to read the article. And recently, what this is really covering is that recently Chris brought the receipts, okay? That there were text messages back and forth and even an audio message that was left during 2021 where she, you know what I'm saying, trying to get hooked up. Like she's trying to hook up with him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the article, and then I'm actually going to, I might play the audio. But anyway, let me go ahead and share the screen. Okay. So, Chris Brown shares alleged audio message from R-word accuser. The alleged text messages from R&B star Chris Brown's accuser has surfaced. In the exchanges between Brown and a woman believed to be the victim in a $20 million lawsuit filed against the singer, Brown's accuser, who was listed under the pseudonym Jane Doe, supposedly tells Brown that he gave her the best D she's ever had, among other explicit advances. In response to the leaked messages, Brown shared a video in which he plays a voice message that was allegedly sent to him by his accuser. A woman can be heard questioning him as to when she can see and communicate with him again. According to Brown, the message was sent on August 23rd of 2021. Well after the alleged assault, which Brown's accuser says occurred in 2020. You're giving me mixed signals. This is actually what the audio says, because it's really very short and it may be muffled to people. So even if I don't play it, this is what it actually says. You're giving me mixed signals, she says in the message. You're reading my messages and stuff, but you haven't replied to me, so I guess you don't hate me. I just want to see you again. I mean, just answer the phone. You just hung up. Like, just let me know. If you want me to leave you alone, I definitely will. But I really just want to F with you again. Brown, who pondered whether his accuser's text and messages would be broadcast in the same manner as the accusations against him, says he intends to pursue legal action against the woman in question. No more dragging me through the mud. Clearly, you can all see the cap. Brown wrote in his Instagram stories. Now let's see if the media will keep the same energy they had trying to destroy me and run the real story. Me and my team are taking legal action on this situation. You don't play with people's lives like that. According to the initial suit, the woman was hanging out with Brown when she was given 2 drinks and became, quote, disoriented and physically unstable after consuming them. She began to, quote, fall in and out of sleep and was led into a room which she was allegedly blocked from leaving. The woman claims that Brown then proceeded to assault her, after which he allegedly demanded that she take birth control the following day. However, in the aforementioned texts and messages, Jane Doe does not deny being assaulted. Brown is in full cooperation with the police regarding the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing, but I am going to play this audio because I want y'all to hear the stalker vibes. Like, hear the vibes. There's a vibe to this. And when I heard it, I was like, y'all just listen. If you can hear it.
Well, what time is it? Put the time, date.
You're like reading the messages and stuff, and you haven't blocked me yet, so I'm guessing you don't hate me. I just want to see you again. I mean, just answer the phone and you just hung up. Like, just let me know. Like, if you want me to leave you alone, I definitely will, but I really just want to fuck with you again.
So you heard that. That was the audio. So now here's the thing. Okay. So once these accusations first came out, people was really kind of running with this a little bit across social media. And there were 2 reasons for this. Number 1, you're supposed to believe all women. And number 2, Chris Brown, as we all know, was so-called canceled before for the Rihanna thing. So a lot of people call themselves really believing this allegation right here, because if he has a history of, quote unquote, allegedly hurting women, right? So if he's, quote unquote, willing to do something to one, then he's willing to go another step further with another one. That was supposedly, this is why people was able to absorb that and kind of without question went along to kind of drag him across social media, because again, we live in a society where there's no repercussion for women falsely accusing men of such egregious crimes such as the R word, right? There's no repercussion. This individual's name has not even been released. You have the audacity to sue or try to sue a man for $20 million in these quote unquote damages that you received because he did something to you allegedly. And from what it sounds like to me, he just didn't want to deal with you no more. So she got mad and was like, I'll get your attention. I'm going to hit them pockets. And we'll see, do you want to contact me then? We'll see, do you want to talk to me then? Because there is no way. The reason why these receipts that he released is actually so damaging to her credibility is because there really is no way for a woman to believe or allege that she has been assaulted by a particular individual. She has this individual's number, and well after this supposedly happened, she's on the phone back and forth with text messages talking about how much he, you know what I'm saying, blew her back out and how she wanted again. Like, so was it an assault or not? Can't have it both ways, because women who have actually undergone that type of thing, you don't ever, that is not even a thought to deal with that person again. No, because I'm traumatized, because you took something from me that I was not willing to give. So therefore, I'm traumatized by you and probably other men. Like sometimes women have this whole big thing that they have to go through therapy and stuff like that to try to get their mind back right. You know what I'm saying? So that they can try to move on with their lives. You don't contact that individual again, talking about how good the D was. Boop! Knock that off. That's not how that goes. That is not how that goes at all. I don't care if you knew him before and then something like that allegedly happened. You don't want to contact him no more. You don't. Here's what it sounds like to me. Sound like to me, she wanted more than what was actually going on. She was, you know, he may have been talking to her a couple of times, might even done it a couple of times, you know. It might not have been on just a literal one and done. But at some point between 2020 and 2022, she felt some type of rejection from him, because from the audio you can hear her complaining about how he don't answer the phone and how he's not really communicating with her. Okay, so that indicates that whatever his communication level was or was not, it wasn't to her satisfaction or liking. She felt a rejection from that. Maybe he was swerving, or maybe whatever the case may have been. So he wasn't giving her the level of attention or the type of attention that she was looking for, or that she expected, or that she wanted him to do. So for as long as that kept going on through 2021, I guess at some point it occurred to her that, you know what, I know how to get his attention. After the rejections, after whatever level of rejection this was, he ain't calling, or he won't come by no more, or he won't give me none no more. You know what I'm saying? And we used to kick it, but blah, 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 blah. Like all of that type of stuff. Like, okay, so that's not happening to her satisfaction. So now I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to get you back. And the way that I'm going to get you back is I am going to go public by filing a lawsuit with these horrendous and extra serious allegations against you in order to get a bag from you and in order to ruin your entire reputation, ruin your livelihood, take you from your family. Chris Brown has children. Take you from your family, ruin every other relationship you might have, ruin, like I said, ruin your livelihood. Nobody's going to want to have endorsement deals or sponsorships, and he's going to be canceled. That was you see what I'm saying? We all know how that goes. If you say something if you say certain things about a man, you make certain accusations about a man, and people run with that, that's going to ruin the man, even if there's no trial and even if there's no proof that this actually occurred. Just off the rumor, just off the fact that that's even out there in the atmosphere is enough to make sponsors and other maybe deals that he may be dealing with, other people, professional opportunities, you know what I'm saying? If he was going to show up and do concerts or whatever, you know, that's enough to make those types of entities pull back from you, even just off the accusation, because they're waiting to see whether or not that gets cleared up or whatever that's going to be. So he potentially, I don't know if he did or not, but Chris Brown potentially had there was a potential for him to lose a lot of money. Now, I don't know if he did lose the money behind this accusation or not, but that was totally there. But beyond the money, what about the ruination of this man or any man's life based on your emotional state at that time. And this is why this is so egregious, because it's not based on anything other than how I feel about this individual, because I'm not getting something that I want. Me. He not paying me attention. He not coming up through for me. He's not giving me what I think I deserve and what I'm telling him I want from him. And how dare he feel like he has the right of autonomy to himself and not give his energy or his time or his attention or his masculine light or his money or his sex or whatever it is. I feel entitled to this man's 4 P's or 2 of them or 3 of them or however many of them. Not my husband. I'm not his wife. There has been no commitments. As far as I know, this is not a relationship that we're talking about. Okay? Yet and still, I feel very, very entitled to all 4 of them things from a man just because I like that man and just because I want that man. So because I want that man, he's supposed to give me him. And if he don't give me him to my satisfaction, well, then I see what I'm going to be able to do. And it goes from low level in the hood. The little hood dude ain't got 20 million to get, but I could get somebody to jump you around the block though. I could tell a lie and get you caught up. I can call the Romans because I know you be doing X, Y, and Z and get you caught up though. That I can do on up to this level where we're talking about Chris Brown is a multi-million-dollar performer. And so therefore, she felt like she can have a little lazy come up and get a bag at the same time, ruining him. So now if, you know what I'm saying, if people believe that or whatever, you have the potential to take this man away from his children who depend upon him, other family members that may depend upon him. You don't know what his personal dynamics are. Okay? Because you didn't like it. So therefore you have a right to ruin and play with folks' lives like that. You knock it off. You knock that off. And there should be stiff consequences, legal consequences for when people falsely accuse, when women falsely accuse men of these egregious crimes. There should be some type of legal penalty, whether that's a fine, jail time, or some combination of both. That's what I think. That's my opinion on that. And that'll put a stop to these false allegations so that men don't have to worry about being falsely accused for some stuff they not doing, and women and men who are being assaulted for real can actually come up and have their credibility not shaky because the first 5 people we heard about was actually liars. So sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.